This morning, she woke up to the sound of splintering wood, a crash like something heavy collapsing in the living room. Barefoot, still in her nightshirt, she bolted downstairs. And then she saw it. The open safe, the missing cash, the box of shattered glass where the watches used to be. She fell to her knees, screaming my name, begging, pleading, voice cracking like a child who had lost everything. Please, no, please don't do this. But I just watched her break. We weren't always like this. Once, she was my entire world. The girl who could disarm me with one smile, who leaned against me in the kitchen while pasta boiled, who whispered that I was the only man she'd ever trust. I gave her that trust without hesitation. Years of building a life together, vacations, inside jokes, nights spent planning a future. I thought we were unshakable. Until the night her phone lit up on the counter. A text. From him. Hope your clueless husband doesn't get suspicious. See you tonight. My stomach twisted. She laughed when I asked, said it was just a joke, called me insecure, and for the first time, I heard the lie in her laugh. After that, I started paying attention. The late nights, the sudden work events, the way her eyes brightened at every notification she tried to hide. I didn't confront her again. I didn't need to, because in that moment, something inside me snapped into clarity. I wasn't going to cry, I wasn't going to beg, I was going to wait. For weeks, I played the fool, smiling, nodding, pretending to believe her excuses. Meanwhile, I was moving in silence. I copied the contents of her phone when she slept, pulled bank statements, screenshots, hotel reservations, even the cheap lingerie receipts he paid for with his corporate card. Every secret she thought was hers, I owned it. I called an attorney, shifted assets, closed BAPs. Our accounts, our house, our future. I rewrote the paperwork in ways she didn't even notice. And then I set the stage. It started small. I left her phone unlocked, knowing she'd panic when she couldn't remember if she locked it herself. I asked casual questions I shouldn't have known the answers to. Her laugh grew tighter, her eyes darting. She knew something was wrong, but she couldn't place it. Then I planted the hook. I told her I was thinking of refinancing the house, asked her to sign a few documents. She barely glanced before signing, too distracted by her secret life. What she didn't realize was that signature severed her rights to the very walls around her. Finally, I struck. Her office daddy thought he was clever, sending me a smug little message one night. "You should thank me, man. I'm keeping her happy for you." I didn't reply. I simply forwarded everything to his wife. Screenshots, hotel logs, photos I'd collected. The detonation was nuclear. His marriage imploded. His career finished. His reputation dragged into the dirt by the very hands that had typed those arrogant texts. And my wife? She was left clutching at shadows. That's when I staged this morning. The noise she heard, the safe cracking open, the life we'd built together collapsing in a single sound. She rushed down to find the wreckage. Every financial tie cut, every account frozen, every ounce of stability ripped away. She dropped to her knees, sobbing, begging me to undo it. Her mascara smeared, her voice hoarse, her hands trembling as they reached for me. "Please, please, I'll fix it. I'll stop." But there was nothing left to fix. I let her see the documents spread across the table, her signature staring back at her. The proof that everything was mine now. Her face drained white. She clutched at the table like it could anchor her. You planned this?" Her voice cracked with disbelief, horror, and the faintest edge of admiration. Yes. One word. Cold. Final. The best part? I didn't scream. I didn't curse. I didn't give her the satisfaction of seeing me broken. Instead, I was calm, measured, the way you'd be when finishing a puzzle, placing the last piece where it belonged. Because betrayal deserves silence before the storm, and revenge deserves clarity when the storm finally hits. Now she knows what I knew the second that text lit up her screen. I wasn't the clueless husband. I was the man who let her write her own destruction, piece by piece. This morning wasn't a breakdown for me. It was the unveiling of the masterpiece I built in shadows. She thought she had secrets, but I was the only secret worth fearing. So when she begged me to undo it, I just turned away. Because some things, once shattered, should never be rebuilt. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it watches. Sometimes it waits. And sometimes it wakes you up with a loud crash, then leaves you on your knees in the ruins of your own lies. I didn't lose a wife today. She lost a husband. And I walked away with something far more valuable than love: peace.